the Trimodel panel consists of multiple tools. So right now we are inside the try selection tool, with the help of which we can select multiple triangles of that polygon. So right now we are inside the brush selection mode. So we can actually select each and every triangle of this polygon, and then we can perform some operations on it. So right now this cube consists of very few triangles. Suppose I just perform the subdivision on it, or suppose I perform the bilinear subdivision on it. So the subdivision consists of 3 modes. So by default, it is in Catmull-Clark mode, which is an optimized mode of subdivision. We can select the bilinear mode, which will keep the shape, but it will subdivide the shape into multiple parts. So I can set the subdivision level to suppose 5. And now if I look at the triangular selection, so here you can see that now we have multiple triangles inside this same structure. So we can actually, select all of the triangles of this side, or we can just paint it and select whichever I want. And I can perform some edits on it. I can actually delete that part itself, or I can select and disconnect it from the entire surface, or I can just separate it differently. So this can have a different material, this part can have different material inside the same structure itself. So if I press accept, so this is the kind of object that we can get. So these two were separated, so we can just pull that apart. Next up, we have the triangle edit mode. So let us bring a new cube over here. So the triangle edits, here we can edit each and every triangle of it. So here I can move this like this. I can rotate this part. So I can do multiple operation. I can scale it and make it a different shape. Again, this would be a different story if this model is subdivided into multiple parts. So if I can just subdivide it again. So I will do the bilinear subdivide, because the loop or the Catmull-Clark subdivide will optimize the subdivision and really remove the structure, will really change the shape of the structure, but I want to retain the shape of the structure. So I will use the bilinear mode, and again, I can press accept. Then I can go to the triangles edit mode. So here also I can, select each and every triangle and change anything. So actually I can select the triangles and go inside the triangle edit mode. So I can select multiple triangles by just dragging, and it will select multiple triangles. Then here also we can just, suppose I can select these triangles over here. By pressing shift also I can select multiple triangles. Then I can just select extrude, or so likewise we can perform multiple operations at each and every triangle. Because actually the face is made up of multiple triangles, right? So every action that you can perform on the face, you can perform on the each and every triangles that made up that shape. So that is the logic behind this. We have this staircase over here. So if I just select it and let us see in the wireframe mode, we can see the number of triangles this staircase is made of. So let me go to the lit mode. let us select some of the triangles, and suppose this one and this one. Let us select these over here, and we'll delete these triangles from this staircase. So now those faces are deleted. After this, we can actually fill these holes or the missing parts. So for this, we can select the edge fill tool. So with the help of this, we can select an edge which will help us to fill that hole. So this one got filled. I can select these edge over here, and this part also got filled. So that is an amazing tool if we have any missing part and we want to fill that part, so we can make use of the edge fill tool. Next, we have the mirror tool. So we can select the object we want to mirror, and by selecting the mirror tool, so it just create a duplicate or a symmetrical shape just beside our original shape. So something like this, we can create a mirror of this, or I can just move the axis and create a mirror. Just amazing. Also, we can select the mirror existing. So we can only keep the existing model, or if I want to keep both models, we can set, or we have some presets. If I go to the mirror mode, I want this mirror to my right hand side, or above me, below this model, or forward or backward. So I can just accept, and here we have the mirrored model. What if I want to trim any part from the model? So we can actually make use of the cutting tool. So with the help of this, we can actually cut through the plane, or we can actually rotate this plane in any axis to get the cut in any direction. So if I want to cut from this axis, we can do that, or this axis. Then also we have an option to keep the remaining part or to keep the cutted part. So I can actually choose the flip plane option. So here we have the cutted part, or we can keep the remaining part. Next, we have the polycut tool. So this will provide us with a preset volume, and we can create a cutout with the help of that volume inside any object. So right now it is the circle shape. So we can actually set the radius of this circle, or also we can select the square shape. So it will cut through the object with the square shape. We can set the scale of the square, or the rectangle, round rectangle. So we can just select any cutout shape, and we can create a simple cutout. By selecting two objects and with the help of the trim tool, we can actually perform all the subtraction operations that we learned earlier. So here we can get the option of trim A or trim B, or also we can select the remove inside or just remove the outside part of trim A or trim B. Then we can select the opacity of the trimming. It will just show you the preview mesh of it. Then we can just press accept. Then just we have this trimmed part from that shape.